that's everything we've got in this level. There's the proof. And here's my animation out of the place. That was actually the first level we've 100%ed in a long time. I can't remember if it's been since the Artisan Homeworld, actually. But we've got some old debts to repay. This guy, right there, is a jerk, and now he's dead. And that guy wasn't that great of a guy, either. That little guy I murdered, I'm gonna wait to talk about him later. Get a better look at him. But we missed some stuff, because it split path on me. I also broke through a steel chest while supercharging. Rad lob.
This portal leads to a special place where you can learn to fly. I remember when I was a young dragon, earning my wings.
Learn to fly. Got it.
War is hell. Well, let's see, what did we unlock by reaching this new and majestic land down past the guy with the hedge? These are the green wizards. Like most other things in this world, they are elemental themed. They've got rain clouds on their heads and thunder up their sleeves. It's pretty dodgeable. Ooh, and a spring chest with a purple gem. And this guy was hanging out over here. Blue water hurts us just as much as regular water. And what's this? Secret. It's a key. We actually can't find the lockbox without gliding, so we just hold on to that key for indefinite periods of time. Well, here's the Wizard Peak. My second favorite level, it's a toss-up between this one and a world we haven't seen yet. It's also it's got pretty good music. I can say that about pretty much anything in Spyro. We can see this Elder Wizard is summoning up some snowmen. What a jerk. The snowmen carry clubs and just try and smack us with it. Not a threat whatsoever. Okay. And they are pretty much enemies of the green wizards and anything else they're positioned nearby. Elder Wizard is up on a ledge that is too high to be reached even with gliding. We couldn't reach that guy. He's also not facing down here, so he's not a threat, but he's got a gem inside of him, or rather he's made out of a gem. So maybe something will come into play later. Keep your fingers crossed, or should I say dragon paws? Claws. Dragons have claws. Let's go with that. Some stuff out there. Not gonna look out. It's also nighttime, apparently, or else we're on a planet with more than one moon. Or the balloon can travel through time and space. We have pulsating blue water, or is it that something else is pulsating blue? Is it me? Oh, green wizards. Snowmen. Everything's being crafted out of magic here, and I just can't handle it anymore. Sivraj.
Welcome to Wizard Peaks. This is my favorite supercharge spot. Use it to bash those wizards.
You know, I gotta agree, this is actually my favorite supercharge spot as well. If we didn't have supercharges here, we'd actually have to sit and flame all of these Elder Wizards one by one, and you'd probably get hurt a lot in the process. So I just recommend supercharging in this sort of a half-pipe fashion. Also, you can break straight through fan boxes. You don't need to sit there and flame them. And down here, we've actually got more Elder Wizards we can just rally down and take care of. And at the top of this ramp, we've got a ledge with a couple gems, and over there is a platform, which reminds me of baseball for no reason at all. Maybe you can come up with a connection, but it's there. And the way supercharge ramps work is if you supercharge up them, you actually lose speed. If you charge up them regularly, you don't. You just go really slow because you're going up a ramp. But What we've got to do here is we've got to charge down 2 supercharge ramps at once so we can overcome the loss of speed from that 1 supercharge ramp and make it across this gap out here and collect the gems. Did you hear that? Left for the music to fade out. That is the sound of a dragon egg thief mocking us from behind the wall. And because he's not actually going to run away from us, we can actually get a good close-up look at him. He's got a pretty wiggly animation. We can't steal the egg out from underneath him. We actually have to murder him in cold blood. Or should I say hot blood, because we flamed him and burned him alive. Oh, I'm gonna have to confess so many things. We were actually supposed to glide down there, but we can't. So, we actually take a shortcut in that because we wanted to go to the top of the supercharge ramp again. Lucky us. Too bad everything respawned. Over here we've got a lockbox we want to hit, and another ramp. Hopefully we can... Okay, that was more than enough to get us over here. But you did need both supercharge combined, or else you wouldn't have made it out. No dragon egg thief behind this wall, just a bunch of gems, which is actually better. I mean, baby, money, which one you gonna take, really? And we've got some very precarious long jumps to be made here. I recommend for your safety and the safety of those around you, do not try these jumps at console. Leave them to a professional challenge let's player such as myself. You don't want to stop charging and jump. At the end of this green part here, there's a little bit of rim that you won't be able to see when you're making the jump, which makes it pretty much a blind timing challenge. I give this jump in particular so much build-up because I want you to feel the same pain in making it that I do, because it's the hardest jump I've had to make so far. So cross your claws and wings. Alright, not too shabby. If I wasn't able to make that jump, I would have to perform some very tricky maneuver in which I would supercharge up this ramp and continue my supercharge after landing on that platform out there and then turning it around and jumping across the 2 platforms. It's very difficult, nigh impossible, and you don't get to see it despite how cool it would have been. Instead, sucks, eh?
Thank you for releasing me.
I don't care how booming your voice is. It's still a lame comment to make. Anyway, we've reached almost the edge of the level. It's the end of the level. We've got pretty much a gauntlet of enemies and gems and winding path here. Even though we're not even halfway done with gems. Okay. Well, I guess it's even then. And we've got the other dragon egg thief for this level, who we have to actually legitimately take on. There's no trick to this one. We just have to brave the water and jump out before we die during a cutscene, please. The official strategy guide names these creatures here, only in this level, as bird warriors. In every other instance, they are armored druids. I don't know why they changed the name, because they behave exactly the same. There's no way I could actually grab all 3 of those, so stop clapping or anticipating such a thing. I can't even do 2 at once. I'm not on my Spyro ball today. Now I really want a Spyro ball. We can see that the snowman and the bird warrior are trying to have it out here, but one is just too swift for the other. The snowman actually looks like a Nork, which we don't see too much of in the Magic Crafters world. And that was the Elder Wizard that spawned all of the enemies on their way up here. What a jerk! Sackle?
Listen carefully, Spyro. There's a secret area in the artisan home. It is at the waterfall. Try jumping on the stones there.
Artisan home, waterfall. Sounds good.
My second favorite level. It's a toss-up between this one and World we haven't seen yet. It's also it's got pretty good music. I can say that about pretty much anything in Spyro. We can see this Wait a minute. What's that over there? This is actually the alternate path that contains much of my liking for the level. I like that they have this entire secret area over here. In addition to the supercharging thing from before, because I'm a sucker for supercharging. It's pretty much best in Spyro 1. And also down there we've got a little bit of a ledge which has the Elder Wizard that was out of reach beforehand on it. But as you can see, we can't actually reach it without jumping, so we have to turn tail and try and make it across this really hard jump and continue on with the secret alternate area path route ledge secret area. This is kind of weird. They have this turn around into nothing except for more fodder, which are more likely to knock you off the ledge than help you in this area because there are no enemies. And we come to the other window where there was a Elder Wizard hidden. We can actually reach this one, and with that we've collected everything we can from the Wizard Peak. So let's leave that. And I'm really disappointed we had to leave a single thing alive in the world. That Elder Wizard, out of reach. Impossible. Nothing can prove me wrong. It's actually a very close jump, and I'm not quite sure on it, but I've tried it at least 100 times. Okay, what's left in the Magic Crafter's homeworld? We've got one last druid that almost screws us over. That was really the best you could come up with. Some more green wizards. They are very appropriately guarding the boss level for the world, Blowhard. Blowhard is the name of the boss. Blowhard sucks. RJ, there's no such thing as sucking. It's only a difference in pressure. My mistake. So what we have here for the Blowhard, his guards are the elemental green wizards, which is appropriate because he's pretty much a souped-up tornado wizard. Makes sense that it's a storm theme. He also has a bunch of fireworks around. I'm pretty sure that doesn't play into it, unless you want to go really analytical and be like, bad weather can ruin fireworks displays, which I don't think Insomniac was going for that. I think they were more aiming for the frailty of man argument, comparing it to the nobility of a dragon. But you'll have to read more on that, my thesis. This is Blowhard. What I thought was always a giant yellow nose is actually his beard. My mistake for not assuming everything in this world should have a beard. And his attack is throwing out thunder clouds at us. Of course, like every other boss so far, we just flame him once, and he'll run away. Unlike the other bosses, he runs further in the level, and we confront him 3 times throughout it, rather than one arena 3 in a row, really quick. These guys, they may look like the actual druids from before, but don't be fooled, they are a different model. You can kind of see they're wider at the base, and unlike the other druids, they can't be charged. They are too strong to be charged. You have to flame them. You don't actually have to die after flaming them, but it's a good measure. Replenish your sparks for the rest of the world ahead, because there isn't any other method. We had to fight him out on this little thing here, or else this door wouldn't open. No. I'll get hurt again because I glid there, but that's the best you're getting out of me. I'm not sure why they bothered to model and program an entirely different enemy for the druids that are fat and can't be charged, when they already had ones that did the same exact thing. Maybe these ones came first and they wanted to do more with them later on. Riatla.
Thanks for releasing me, Spyro. You have no idea how long I've been trapped in crystal. And, neither do I. Who are you again?
I'm out of here.
Well, at least they padded out that instance of it with an elderly joke. Look at that platform out. The second platform out there gets pretty wiggly. Or skewed. And this is the last instance of the druids, and the last instance of the druids actually being helpful. Which they actually were in this cave. Rather than trying to hurt us, they actually served for actual platforming purposes. Makes it a lot easier than having to do that. Because you can't glide. I mean, my wings have actually been clipped. Despite what you have actually seen in the past 4 minutes. By 4 minutes, I mean 30 seconds. That was the second instance of Blowhard, and here's a pretty big gap, which I'm surprised I made. And as you can see by our gem total, we are actually nearing the final showdown. Not even any more bodyguards, it's just me and him. Thunder and Mono, Fire and Dragon. Okay, is he gonna attack me? Anything? Just gonna... Okay, here he goes. Thunder, and he's already dead. He spits out a lot of gems, actually. Rather than the first boss which shot out 15, this one shot out 55? And we actually completed another boss world 100%. Time to rotate in place as best I can. And actually use a return home portal for once during this world. With that 100% completion, we have actually taken out everything in the Magic Crafter's homeworld. Just make sure I wasn't a liar there by killing those guys. And here's the balloonist. Red Scarf. What did he want? Tuco. Again, we actually entered the Magic Crafter's world with enough Dragon Eggs to meet the requirements for Tuco. We could have gone to the Beastmakers as soon as we got here. So, without any further delay, let's get on with it.